Hopefully no troubleshooting stream today. I feel like we've gotten enough of that done for now. I did a quick test before I went live, and it seems like everything's nice and smooth. But of course, if you have any issues, let me know ASAP. My stream preview is like kind of off to the side out of my peripheral vision. So if I don't see it overrunning the buffer or anything for a second, just like spam the chat and I'll fix whatever I can. Same for the volume if it's too quiet or anything. But the volume, we've already kind of discovered the right volume in prior play sessions. So yeah, we've had way too much troubleshooting with this game, but now that we've got everything set, should be good to go. Alright, so this is session 3 of Control. We've got a few hours into this game now, and it's fantastic. I love it. We've been exploring this is the Panopticon, sort of the biggest housing facility for the OOPs. Oops. And we've gotten an assignment from Dr. Langston, who is the person running this place, this particular section of this place. I mean, I'm supposed to be the one in charge. And we've gotten this assignment to go cleanse all of these various escaped OOPs, and one of them is a hand chair, and I don't even know what that is. But each one of them is in a different place, so the traffic light is the one that's in the Panopticon, and I don't know where in the Panopticon it is. So I guess if we go and look for that, we're just going to be kind of wandering this area for a while. Did we talk to the brother yet? Oh, yes. Quite a bit. He kept giving us more and more lines. So we can either do that kind of stuff, or we can go and try and push the story forward itself. Locate Dr. Underhill behind... Yeah, this is another important story thing I haven't done yet. So there's an NPC that I haven't found that I didn't... Well, I could have found, but I didn't have the right security pass at the time. So I ended up not ever meeting her. But she's down below in that, like, nasty mold area, and then she's got some missions for me, too. So I'm thinking maybe that might be the place to start, and then we can kind of locate our new buddies on the way. Oh my god, I have 7 ability points to place. Kind of curious what this track goes down now. So we can do launch explosives, sure. Launch basic enemies when their health is low. Oh, I like that. Launch large enemies. Yeah, let's do all the launching now. And then launch large objects. For 1. Perfect. There we go. We just revealed and entirely ensconced an entire skill tree. Then we've got levitation to worry about, seize duration. Surprised there's not a seize speed up as well, but maybe that's one of these two. Cool. Yeah, so now we can throw stuff better. Yay. Bye, radar dish. Okay. Off we go to Central Research, I believe they just said. Oh, is that future tense? Yote? Yeah, I love the level design as well. I thought it was a little confusing at first, but after I played it for a while, it started to make more sense. And then there was actually some really smart stuff they did with shortcuts. And you can't get all that stuck anyway, because there's like a map that apparently they're going to be working to make even better. And you can fast travel, so yeah, lots of options. Okay. So let's see if we get invaded again when we pop down here. I actually remember exactly where I need to go. Oh yeah, I can fly, by the way, now. If you didn't see that last time. You can just kind of tap spacebar on and off. Oh, they are coming back. I think. Red light? So you want to go to the area where everything's kind of like on fire? Oh, there they are. Level 3 idiots. What are you doing? Oh, wow. Okay, that is kind of satisfying. I didn't think that throwing the dudes themselves would be that fun, but yeah, no, it is. Where did the rest of them go? I think I just kind of, like, annihilated them. No, this is the bathroom. How do you get to that little burning area? Is it over here? Yeah, I think this is it. I think they called this a fire break. So I guess there's certain SCPs or OOPs that this, for some reason, stops them. There's some kind of, like, binding agent to it. But anyway, there's an elevator shaft here. I found this early, and I didn't know what the point of it was. But now I kind of do, and it kind of makes more sense. So there's been this sort of mold infestation that's turned into people. And so we need to get to the bottom of that as well, because it's become a whole problem for a bunch of people, too. Yeah, there's, like, the abandoned sunken district. It's very BioShock down here.
Careful in there, ma'am. Area's under quarantine.
And this is where the NPC lives. In her little research lab.
Excuse me? Are you lost?
No. I'm the director.
Do you normally barge into people's private workspaces?
Do you normally have every sentence be so British?
Shouldn't you be in a safe room?
Why? Because of those hiss things the Rangers keep going on about.
Do you know Tracer?
Haven't people sorted that out yet? The situation down here could spell doom for the Bureau.
You mean this mold?
Correct. Perhaps you could help me. I require samples of various mold strains, and the mold has made the environment far too dangerous for me to fetch them myself.
Really? Mold samples? I thought this could spell doom.
It could, and it will, whoever you are. The mold is spreading. We need to find the source before
I love
it
that
spreads
Jessie
too
just
far.
doesn't say anything. She's like,
Any
yeah,
samples
whatever.
will do that?
I'll just take your crap.
No. Samples of 5 unique strains, when blended properly, will allow you to travel deeper into the pit, where I've pinpointed the approximate location of the source of the mold.
Okay. So what do these samples look like?
Similar to the one on my table there. I've made a list of the samples.
Yeah, one would think we'd want to close the door.
You'll find them throughout the threshold.
I'll take a look. My name's Jessie, by the way.
I'm sure it is.
I'm sure it is. What a dick.
Have you worked with Emily Pope?
Our paths have crossed. Darling arranged for us to have a coffee. A meeting of the minds, he called it. She's talented. I can certainly see her doing well here.
I feel like there's a but coming.
But she's drunk a bit too much of the Bureau's proverbial Kool-Aid. She shouldn't be afraid to forge ahead on her own. Science is skepticism. Everything must be questioned before the truth can emerge.
I like how she's so British that when she said darling, it sounds like she's speaking like in her own vernacular, not referring to a person. But Darling is in fact a science researcher.
So is Darling your boss?
If you insist on clinging to such outdated hierarchies, then yes. However, I would argue that our fields are too dissimilar for one to manage the other.
Her diction is immaculate, though.
Darling would much prefer to find his own miracle solution to the Bureau's fungal frustrations. He always needs to be the hero.
She could do the rain in Spain thing really well. Thank you, Citrus Peppercorn, for the 43 months. Let's hear about Underhill's background.
So tell me again how you came to work at the Bureau?
Well, like I said, I was brought in as a special advisor. A temporary position, you see. Although that's not the whole truth. I was employed here for a time, straight out of university. After a decade of admittedly fascinating work in threshold research and regulation, I began to chafe under the bureaucracy. I needed a change. Not that academia was so different.
And then the mold happened.
About 4 months ago, yes.
Have you considered leaving this nasty,
Since my
dank
departure from the
cave?
Bureau, they hadn't been able to find my equal in threshold analysis. Darling and I had kept in touch over the years, meeting at conferences and the like. He called me, and I booked a flight. I've never been able to say no to a man with a dangerous alien biosphere. I had to leave my post in the middle of term, but so be it.
So she's a professor. That
Yeah,
explains a lot.
I could kind of tell. Okay, last one.
The mold seems to be having some weird effects on things.
Indeed. Even people
Thanks,
are susceptible.
Viconito.
The fungus grows rapidly within the chest cavity, killing the host. Luckily, one must ingest the stalks to become infected.
Don't eat the mold. Okay.
We've always cremated the infected bodies after autopsy, but I believe there may be another stage of maturity. A blooming.
Did you see your eye?
I never thought the word blooming would sound so horrible.
Okay. Think we get the
Thanks
idea?
for the information.
My pleasure.
Maybe she's not so bad. I am a little worried, though, that her science lab is a bit tainted at this point. What's over here? Oh, document. The mold threshold. There's like a world of mold. Where is that? There it is. So you want to know how my mold research is getting on, Casper? Here it is. Microscopic organisms similar in appearance to redacted construct the architecture of the mold. I do not understand if these redacted are the original disseminators of the mold or are bitten by some fungal infection. The mold is the most prolific and durable organism I have ever seen. I theorize there is a mold source located somewhere on our side of the threshold, rooted here to accelerate growth in our dimension. I refer to this yet unknown source as Mold 1. The mold produces an enticing aroma to encourage human consumption of itself. Oh. It propagates in the chest cavity and quickly subsumes the entire body, seizing control of motor functions. This behavior was not observed when I first arrived, which means the mold is adapted to our presence, targeting our biological imperatives as a way to spread. It is a truly ingenious little thing. A full report will be ready soon. Keep your slacks on. So it smells enticing. Now I see why they say don't eat it. Dr. Darling's recently penned essay titled Redacted, Redacted, Redacted contains some glaring omissions that I feel I must shine a light on. Firstly, the entire premise of the essay is that the quarry threshold is beneficial to the Bureau, while the mold is actively hostile. To use his words, we cannot determine the worth of these dimensions and their life forms using bureaucratic definitions. Secondly, the mold is much more beneficial than some rock. If the redacted creating the mold were reconfigured in their purpose, the structures they could build would rival the greatest skyscrapers. The mold's resistance to the various strains of disease we have attempted to introduce could be derived into redacted. Yes, admittedly, the application is more difficult than picking up a rock and gluing it to a wall. But I pause to wonder when the Bureau lost its eagerness for a challenge. Ooh. The gauntlet has been thrown down.
Are we finished?
Yes, we are. So I guess we're gonna have a little tour around here. See if this floor is particularly
Smells
large.
so sweet down here.
Num nums.
Suddenly I'm really hungry. I
Oh?
wonder how this mold tastes.
Don't do it. She's already thinking about eating the mold. I mean, I do enjoy cheese of this type. Pink flamingo supplement. Okay, what do we learn about the pink flamingo? Let's see. Agents noticed a transient commonly found outside the entrance of the Bureau headquarters would carry the item and loudly claim to be responsible for the lack of inclement weather. The frequency of these claims attracted the personal interest of Dr. Darling. In interviews disguised as casual conversations, the transient reported that the item gives me clouds when it's hot and sun when it's not. Oh, that's a nice little saying. An event of note occurred during a heavy downpour when the vagrant was witnessed performing a possible ritual with the item. See file PAI 1372 for a detailed observation. Dr. Darling reported a wait of redacted seconds before the rain stopped. The vagrant was seized the next day. After redacted, he was found to possess no redacted and was released. The item remains in Bureau custody under suspicion of altered status, though this still has not been proven. All known variations of identification formulas have failed to elicit a response from the item. Okay. They lure you in with that glowing rock, and then it explodes. So I think there's a bunch of fungal friends down here. Oh, they're level 6, too. That's funny, I didn't get any dialogue last time when I came down here. I guess I was so early that it, like, broke. Also, there's only, like, 2 of them? I thought I remember there being a ton. That just wiped him out. This gun's pretty sweet, isn't it? It's basically the noisy cricket without the massive blowback. Maybe I ran in too far and then, like, kited a bunch of them. Oh, careful. I guess when you get too close, it, like, starts them off to detonate or something. What was that? Oh, it was one of those spore shooter guys. I don't like them at all. They're way too accurate. Damn it! Okay, that's annoying. They kill you so quickly. It's like the only thing in the game that can kill you that fast. Freaking bosses couldn't kill you that fast. Do you get another gun? No, this is your only gun, but it has like 6 forms or something like that. It morphs and changes, and we didn't lose any progress there. I just have to run back to where I was, which isn't really a big deal at all. If you go into your G menu here, you can see I carry 2. I have the Pierce and Shatter form, but I have access to these 4. Spin is one of my favorites, like a minigun. But it depends on the situation. Sometimes you want different ones. It also generates its own ammunition, which is very handy. And then you get weapon mods, which you can plug into it to make it more powerful in different ways. Kind of lets you customize it a bit. I mean, they're not vastly different, but you can have some tweaks that are kind of useful. Have you tried throwing the mold friend? Oh yeah, definitely we'll be doing that. I just thought I didn't need to there. I thought we were sorted. Your character herself also takes personal mods, and I have all 3 slots unlocked now, so you can combo them up. So did this game get spookier? I can't say that I'm particularly more spooked, but it's definitely got a more grim atmosphere down in this floor. I still don't think it's meant to really be scary. It's just kind of suspenseful and weird. I guess it's the same kind of scary that X-Files is. Like, at times, it's definitely on the creepy side, but I don't think it lingers for very long. Okay. See, as long as I do that, everything's fine. Yeah, it's more of an action game than a horror game. But due to the subject matter, it's definitely got moments of being especially odd and foreboding. Oh, I can throw the explosive rocks. I don't know why I didn't expect I'd be able to touch those. Is there another one? I feel like I got shot with another spore bullet. Is that you? What's that? Oh, that must be one of the samples she wanted. Hooray! I got it. Oh no! Get out of there, Jesse! Yeah, this is much safer over here. Picnic basket procedures. Oh, we saw that. That was in one of the holding chambers in the Panopticon. Let's read about a picnic basket. Attracts rogue yogis, otherwise known as bogies. Item to be stored in blackrock paneled cell. Keep away from lab animals while not in use. A simple wicker basket with cloth lining, no food items inside. The item produces a hypnotic effect that solely affects non-human animals, forcing them to congregate passively around the object. Animals from every genus and species that have thus far been tested are susceptible. Single-cell organisms do not appear to react to the effect. Appendix. Item was taken to a forest upstate for testing. Results of the test provided contradicting data, as some of the attracted animals exhibited hyper-aggressive behavior. The exercise unfortunately resulted in redacted. Further testing should be restricted to more low-risk animal species with medical staff on standby. Uh-oh. Sounds like they all went after each other or something. Oh, these look like, yeah, they used to be animal cages. Can I shield myself and see if I can get to some health? Oh my god. I didn't even see where it was. Ah, crap. I can't grab those ledges, apparently, and also the ground is killing me. Oh, cool. Great. Yeah, this area sucks. You can't really tell where you're being shot from and then randomly die. I've died very few times in this game, except for the bosses. And I haven't found a power circle yet, so... run back, I guess. Oh yeah, it has really nice... well, it has really nice loading screens, it's really nice everything. It's a beautiful game. And I think probably the best example of something to show off ray tracing that I've seen so far. Just gorgeous lighting effects in a lot of places. Are we sure maybe there's not like a circle in here somewhere? No. It would just kind of make logical sense to have put one in here, but I guess that's fine. It's not very long of a run back. Not really sure how to deal with this room better. Probably shatter would be the way to go here. Yeah, throw this body at it. Is the other one up? Oh, it must be this one, maybe? Yep. Yeah, that was the one. I can't believe how strong these things are. It's crazy. I couldn't even see it! Holy hell. Did you see the Aftershock concert lineup in Sacramento? No. What's going on with that? Oh yeah, I did see that little snippet of the Steven Universe movie. They were like chilling on the beach and then a new ship approaches. It looks like one of those drilling things and a new character comes out of it. Like, I even have a shield, and the shield doesn't really seem to stop the bullets. It just kind of goes through. Oh. Yeah, I can limited fly. It's like a hover fly. Could just like not get hit at all, that would be great. It's really hard to see those bullets too. You see how small they are? Okay, let's use Pierce. Maybe I can take this guy out in one shot. Is it dead? Oh, I see some lines. Yeah, I think it's dead. Maybe I was supposed to shoot the exploding mushrooms next to it. Okay. I think we're good. Just need to blast the shit out of them. Any more? You sneaky Pete's down here? You wanna mess? Oh yeah, I forgot I have the smash move. Okay, maybe that wasn't the best time to use it. Oh. Got a little rock friend there. There's another one? You're actually kidding me. There's another one! It's still gonna get me even though I'm down here. How do I get out? If I go up, it's just gonna kill me. Let's see. No, no, no. I was hoping there was health there. I guess I took it all. Okay, it's all the way in the back corner. I hope I can just counter snipe it before it gets me. This is not a great plan, though. I think this wall will just eat all the bullets for me. As long as I move over fast enough. Still alive, isn't it? Yep. It might just be out of range over there. Oh. No, I think I got it. The music stopped. So far, this is the worst room in the game. Please don't tell me that's another one. Oh, it's probably just a fungus thing exploding. Another sample?
Found one.
I wonder maybe if you're supposed to not even bother killing them and just kind of run around this room. Seems like way too much work, though. I think this path just exists in case you can't fly. Because I guess that's sort of optional. At least at this point. I know she said we could go deeper if we get more samples. What's this? Oh. Slipknot, Stained, Lamb of God, Hailstorm, Dropkick Murphy, Sum 41, Clutch, I Prevail, Beartooth, Motionless and White, Andrew WK. There's not a lot I want to see on that day. I wouldn't mind seeing Marilyn Manson after all these years. Tool, Korn, Day to Remember, Chevelle, Baby Metal. Oh, I like Falling in Reverse. I don't know most of the ones on the bottom, though. Birkin Love. The Who. H.U. I like their art, though. Yeah, I'm still pretty sure baby metal is just a genre. I suppose that particular band typifies that genre, though. Hey, we found a power circle. Cool. Now I can respawn here. Otherwise known as a bonfire. You gamers out there. Astral blips are good. Most of the things we're getting out of these cases, by the way, if you don't know what they are, they have like weird names and stuff. They're usually just synthesis materials to build new gun parts.
Must be one of the samples.
There's like house memories and astral blips and crazy named things. There's like 6 different ones. No, I kind of checked out on the Gears series, unfortunately, Cosmic. The last one I played was 3, and I've always liked the games, don't get me wrong, but like they're pretty mindless now. They're good for co-op though. There's no way to get up here. Okay. Well, not that there's anything wrong with it being mindless. What I mean is like the story just kind of lost me. Can I, like, climb up somewhere? Oh, that looks like a room. Oh, okay. I just jumped poorly. Oh, this is a secret because it gave me an ability point, I guess. Shield efficiency mod. Yeah, so now the one little negative I have with this game is that it has some inventory management because you keep filling up on mods and having to throw away the old ones. That's just kind of lame. Shield strength? Nah, I'm good. At least you get to recycle them into synthesis material. It's like disenchanting them, essentially. Shield energy, no. So you have to keep running this, like, risk value benefit analysis thing on each one of them. I don't need that. But sometimes you want to keep multiple of the same type because you can have them stack on each other and just have like one super powered ability. And you can switch them out at any time, so it's not like you have to go somewhere. I have quite a few C's speeds, don't I? So you've got an inventory just for these, and then you've also got one for the gun mods as well, and that also fills up. Damage while aiming. And this supplies all your mods for every type of gun as well, so... Unfortunately, you have to keep this all tidy. Although when you get more slots, you can at least have less in here. Ammo cost while levitating. That's wild. Yeah, I'd love to add a headshot damage to damage while aiming, and like a zoom bonus to pierce, and then make it like a proper sniper rifle. So I want to keep a lot of these just for the sake of like trying different combinations, but I kind of can't. Although there's plenty of options to farm them as well, so if you get rid of something you might want, you can probably get it back later. Anyway. Yeah, we gotta do that every so often. Can't imagine I can go any higher than that. Is that a ledge? Oh, it is. They hide these little secret nooks everywhere. Just had a light up at the top so you couldn't tell it was, you know, depth. Any of you guys playing this in your off time as well? I'd be curious to know if I'm, like, most of the way through it or not. I mean, obviously I have to be somewhat near the end, considering I have all the abilities now, but there might still be a lot of optional stuff. So now what? I guess I can go over there. Secret documents. Oh, balloon procedures. We saw the happy birthday balloon. Or no, it was like a get well soon balloon, I think. That was another one in the Panopticon. Item must be kept away from animals. The cell must be regularly cleaned of the black substance the item produces. All cleaning tools must be redacted, along with the black substance itself. Item is a novelty balloon made of silver mylar. On its face, a colorful message to get well, surrounded by cartoon hearts. A ribbon is attached to the balloon. Item has not stopped floating after a considerable amount of time in the bureau, which suggests it does not hover through the use of helium. The item produces a dark-colored sticky substance which drips down its ribbon. Huh. I didn't recall seeing that when I saw it in its own chamber there. Hey, Cudbo. Welcome in. Is this anything? Guess not. I really love the exploratory elements of this. I mean, it's already interesting enough that it's like this crazy secret lab that morphs and changes and has alien stuff going on in it. Oh, that looks like a circle too. But it doesn't have the satellite dish thing. But yeah, adding on top of that, the ability to actually kind of get lost in it and look around for stuff is even better. Yep. Yeah, it's kind of like an SCP facility. It's very similar to that same concept. They just kind of put their own spin on it. Oh, I can jump off of the mushroom. Okay. Not sure if I was meant to do that or not. I think I might be higher than I'm allowed to go. Now what? Try and get out of bounds? Sure, why not? Oh. How disappointing. Okay, so that's, I think, all of the chambers at the top we've now checked. Probably came in here already. I gotta look fairly carefully. Oh, there's just a toilet sitting there. See if there's any of those mushroom samples in a corner. Yep. There's one growing out of a toilet.
Gross. Underhill is gonna owe me for this.
And the last one said grows near televisions, I think. I'm not sure we've seen any of those yet. I raided the chair. How nice. Lab 05. Does this connect up in another way? Oh. Okay, I'm not sure if I went this way or not. In this particular area, everything kind of looks a little the same because it's so green. Oh, well, that's exactly where I needed to be.
This looks like a good one.
There we go. Oh,
That's
is that
all 5 samples.
Threshold Kids?
I should get these back to Underhill.
Dude, they're watching Threshold Kids and they're not letting me. That's not fair. It's my favorite show in this game. Not that there are a lot of shows in this game, but it's my favorite one anyway. Whoa. Little hover hops. So I guess she's gonna make us some kind of tool or something that lets me go down into that purple crap. Which is gonna be really handy because the purple crap shows up in other places in the game. So in a way, this is sort of a Metroidvania lock and key mechanism. I just never knew how to deal with it. It's our phase-on, I suppose. Interesting how all the stuff related to this one quest is in one room.
With mold for me.
You look like a woman with mold for me. It's a hell of a pickup line.
I found all 5, but I kind of wanted to eat them.
The mold has that effect on some people. Likely due to the fact it's not actually mold or even of this dimension. I suspect it is the result of 2 incompatible molecular structures, one dominant, coming into contact. I call it mold or fungus because it's closer in appearance and behavior than anything else we know. Except perhaps bacteria.
She reminds me of my old biology teacher.
Did you happen to meet any more members of my ranger detail?
I didn't see any rangers. Just walking mold people. Unless...
Yes. If you found mold people, you found my rangers. I refer to the creatures as hosts. They, like other unwary agents, succumbed to the appetite. But that's nothing for you to worry about. The pill I'm about to make with these samples will make the lower level perfectly safe to traverse. It has the added benefit of immunizing you against the pit's toxic spores.
Perfect.
I feel like I should ask to see her credentials.
I mean, she does work here.
That didn't take too long now, did it?
Didn't take any time.
Ingest this pill, then go and find the source of the mold. Only there can we begin to understand how to stop it.
Take a mystery pill because a rude lady in a hazmat suit tells you to. Great idea, Jesse.
Ugh. Honestly, did you want me to wrap it in cheese?
Not the taste, the smell. It stinks in here now.
Good. That means the pill is working. The worse it smells, the safer you'll be. Now go. Find the source.
So, 2 things. We had a conversation before I went off to go find her the samples, where she told me about how exactly this stuff works, and that if you eat it, it will burst through your chest cavity. And Jesse still tells her, I kind of wanted to eat it. So that's a little goofy. Secondarily, I would have been a bit more reticent to take a pill that has incorporated the stuff she just told you will burst out of your chest. Even though I know her point of giving you the pill is to make you immune to it, but at the same time, like, what if it doesn't work? You're just gonna freaking turn into a host. The wrapping a pill in cheese thing is like for
Thanks
a dog.
For the information.
My pleasure.
Yeah. So I guess we'll just go see if we can go down into the purple stuff now. Yeah, the worse it smells, the safer you'll be, because you won't be hungry for it. I think the point of the pill, it's like, it wakes your system up to what it actually smells like, instead of sort of hypnotizing you into wanting to eat the stuff.